Have you ever felt your heart suddenly race, even when you're sitting still? Or maybe you've stood up too fast and the world started spinning for a few seconds? Most people shrug these off. Just age, they say. But what if these tiny moments were actually your heart's whispers for help? You see, heart failure doesn't always crash into your life like a heart attack. It creeps in, quietly, gently, almost politely, until one day, it isn't polite anymore. Today on Age Well Daily, we're uncovering the earliest, most overlooked signs of heart failure. The ones your body shows long before things get serious. Because the truth is, your heart speaks long before it breaks. The only question is, are you listening? Sign number 1, a fast resting heartbeat. Your heart is a tireless worker, beating over 100,000 times every single day. But when it starts beating too fast, even while you're resting, that's not just stress. It's a red flag. Normally, your heart beats calmly, between 60 and 100 times a minute when you're relaxed. But if it's racing, even when you're still, it may mean your heart is struggling to pump enough blood and working overtime just to keep up. People describe it like a sudden flutter, or that thumping feeling you can't quite explain. It might happen while reading, watching TV, or even lying in bed. Over time, that constant strain wears the heart out faster. Doctors from the American Heart Association warn that a consistently high resting rate can be an early sign of heart failure risk. So here's something simple you can do today. Use a smartwatch or even your phone to track your resting heart rate. If it's often above 100 beats per minute, don't panic, but don't ignore it either. Bring it up with your doctor. It's a small step that could save your heart years of struggle. Sign number 2, brain fog or forgetfulness. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there? Or stared at your phone trying to remember who you were about to call? We blame aging for that, but sometimes the real issue is oxygen. When the heart weakens, it sends less blood and less oxygen to the brain. That makes you feel foggy, forgetful, or unable to focus. It's not about memory loss, it's your brain asking for more blood flow. Studies in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology show that early heart weakness often causes these subtle cognitive issues. If you're noticing more mental fog, pay attention to when it happens, maybe after a walk or by evening. These patterns help your doctor connect the dots early, before bigger problems arise. Sign number 3, swelling in ankles or feet. Take a look at your feet right now. Do your socks leave deep marks at the end of the day? Do your shoes feel tighter at night? That's not just fatigue, it's your heart talking. When the heart can't pump efficiently, fluid backs up into the lower body. This causes swelling, what doctors call peripheral edema. Press your thumb against your shin. If the dent stays for a few seconds, it might be time to check in with your doctor. The National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute says swelling in both legs, especially if it worsens by night, is one of the earliest signs of heart stress. Your legs might be telling the story your chest is hiding. Sign number 4, dizziness or lightheadedness. If you often stand up and feel like the room tilts for a moment, pay attention. That dizziness might be from reduced blood flow to your brain. It's not just getting older. When your heart's pumping power weakens, even small movements can cause your blood pressure to drop suddenly. That's why people with early heart failure often feel faint or lose balance. It's not only uncomfortable, it's dangerous. Falls among seniors often begin this way. Keep track of when it happens. After standing up, after mild activity, write it down and mention it during your next checkup. Your balance might just be the first clue your heart is sending out. Sign number 5, frequent nighttime urination. Waking up 3, 4, or even 5 times a night to use the bathroom? You might think it's your bladder, but often it's your heart. When you lie down, the extra fluid that built up in your legs during the day returns to your bloodstream. Your kidneys respond by working overtime, making you urinate more. This constant cycle can rob you of rest and strain your heart even more. Experts at the Cleveland Clinic say this may be one of the earliest clues of heart stress. If your nights are restless because of repeated bathroom trips, track it for a few days. It's not just poor sleep, it's your body waving a yellow flag. Sign number 6, cold hands and feet. Do your fingers or toes feel icy even in warm weather? That can mean your heart isn't sending enough blood to your limbs. When your heart struggles, it prioritizes vital organs like the brain, leaving your hands and feet out in the cold, literally. A study in the American Journal of Cardiology found that this kind of poor circulation often appears years before heart failure is diagnosed. So don't just warm your hands, warm your awareness too. Sign number 7, shortness of breath. Do you get winded walking upstairs or even while talking? That's one of the clearest, yet most ignored on signs. When the heart can't push blood efficiently, it builds up in the lungs, making breathing harder. People describe it like, air just isn't enough. According to JAMA, mild breathlessness often appears years before full heart failure. If you find yourself needing to stop and catch your breath more often, don't chalk it up to age. Your lungs are fine. It's your heart asking for help. Sign number 8, needing extra pillows to sleep. Do you stack pillows just to breathe comfortably at night? Or maybe you've started sleeping in a chair because lying flat feels suffocating. That's a condition called orthopnea, and it's one of the most telling early signs. When you lie down, fluid moves upward, adding pressure on your lungs. If your heart can't handle it, breathing becomes a struggle. The New England Journal of Medicine notes that orthopnea often appears before other classic symptoms, so if you're reaching for that extra pillow, take it as your cue to reach out for medical advice too. Sign number 9, rapid weight gain. Imagine stepping on the scale and seeing you've gained 3 pounds overnight. No big meal, no reason. That sudden gain is likely fluid buildup, not fat. When the heart weakens, the kidneys retain salt and water. That fluid collects in tissues, especially the abdomen and legs. A jump of 2 to 3 pounds in a day or 5 pounds in a week is a red flag, says the American Heart Association. Weigh yourself every morning, same time, same scale, and keep a record. It's one of the simplest ways to protect your heart from silent overload. Sign number 10, bloating or loss of appetite. If you feel full after just a few bites or your stomach feels bloated for no reason, it might not be digestion. It might be fluid buildup around your abdomen, called ascites. This happens when the heart can't move blood efficiently, causing pressure around the liver and stomach. You feel stuffed, uncomfortable, and lose your appetite, which only weakens your body more. Noticing your waistband tighten at night or losing interest in meals you used to love? It's worth a checkup. Protecting your appetite means protecting your strength. Bonus sign, persistent nighttime cough. That dry, nagging cough that keeps you up at night could actually be your lungs reacting to heart fluid buildup. People often confuse it with allergies, but if it's worse when you lie down, it's likely your heart, not your lungs. The American Journal of Respiratory and Critical Care Medicine found that persistent nighttime cough often signals early fluid overload linked to heart problems. Sleeping with your head elevated may help, but remember, it only eases the symptom. The real fix comes from treating your heart. Sign number 11, fatigue that won't go away. Do you feel tired all the time, no matter how much you rest? That deep, bone-level fatigue isn't just age. It's your heart struggling to deliver oxygen to your body. Even simple things, like folding laundry or showering, start feeling exhausting. The Circulation Journal reports that chronic fatigue is one of the earliest and most disabling signs of heart failure. If you've been blaming yourself for slowing down, stop. Your body isn't lazy. It's tired from fighting too hard. Rest when you need to, and don't hesitate to ask your doctor for a full checkup. You're not weak, you're wise for listening. Closing message. So now you know, heart failure rarely starts with drama. It starts with small, quiet hints, a racing pulse, swollen ankles, cold hands, restless nights. Your body never betrays you, it warns you. And the good news? When caught early, heart failure can often be managed, and even reversed, with the right care and lifestyle changes. So if any of these signs sound familiar, don't wait. Listen, act, and take charge of your health. Because at Age Well Daily, we believe aging isn't about slowing down. It's about living smarter, stronger, and longer. If this video opened your eyes, give it a like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to Age Well Daily, your trusted space for simple science-backed health wisdom that keeps your golden years truly golden.